Blue Ribbon Days started about 2000 when Dean and Kelly Woodbury started helping us with the horses. I had the wagon and the equipment, and was a couple horses, couple mares short of a 6-horse hitch, and my friend Jim and Peggy Day, had some mares that we could use in the hitch, so Jim and I formed an informal partnership along with Dean and Kelly to show the mares together. So we've been showing them about the last 15, 16 years. The last few years we've been very successful. Up until 2014, the North American 6-horse hitch championship had never been won by mares. It had always been won by geldings. And in 2014, we went down to Oklahoma and actually won the 6-horse hitch championship for the first time. 2015, we were able to repeat, coming out as champions again. And along those same lines, in 2014, we went to the World Percheron Congress that's held every 4 years in the United States. And we had the championship 6-mare hitch and also the championship 8-horse hitch.
You know, that's something that you always remember, things like that. And to make the finals is a big payoff for anybody that qualifies for the finals. But to win it, yeah, it means a lot. And we've been lucky enough the last few years that this bunch has been good and stayed good. They've been supreme at Britt the last 2 years. They won the world all 3 nights of the 6, and that was a big accomplishment too, because there had not been anybody to win the world all 3 nights consecutively, and we got that job done. It takes a lot of work to get there, and it takes a lot of people, a lot of good people behind you. Yeah, they say that the driver gets most of the glory, but the driver just did one little part of that job. There's a lot of other people that got you there and did a lot of work to get you there.
Karen and I have been involved in showing Percheron horses for 30 plus years, and the last few years we've been pretty successful with them, and we just felt like it was time to bring them home and show them to the folks of Farmington, Missouri, because they never get to see them. The shows are usually 6, 7, 8, 10 hours away, so we decided to bring the mares home to the parade this year.
We brought the mares in from Indiana, where the mares are based out of, for Albert and Karen Clevey of Farmington, Missouri, to do a parade at Country Days, just for Albert and Karen and Bakken Lumber Company, which sponsors us. We was going to do the parade and then a little exhibition afterwards, just for the local people here that actually really don't know that Albert and Karen has these horses and does as well as they do all over the country showing the horses, because the horses are based in Indiana at my place, which me and my wife and son and daughter show for them.
So they came in Friday afternoon, and it was a little drizzly and a little nasty, but not raining too hard. The farm is set up such that it's really not set up for the semi. It was set up more for smaller trailers, and when Dean comes in, we have to go back behind the barns and turn around in a field. And we got back there, and needless to say, all that moisture didn't help us out in turning around. Took a few minutes with the farm tractor to give a pull and get Dean out, but we got him out, got back up to the barn and got the horses unloaded and fed and tucked away for the night, and ready to get a little sleep for ourselves and get ready for Saturday morning in the parade.
You ready to go eat? I know you want grass.
Well, we got up Saturday morning, got out there, got the horses fed, and some things done to them, and it was raining already. The forecast, I've been watching the forecast for 2 weeks, and it didn't look good. You always hope for the best, and the weather just didn't look good at all. The radar was, it was a lot of yellow and a lot of red, But we continued, started rain, and we continued to get ready. And got them ready, went ahead and loaded them into the truck.
Just curious if there's any chance that the whole parade may be canceled. I'm sure
Made some phone calls, tried to find out if the parade was canceled. Didn't have any luck getting hold of anybody, but it sure looked like that it could be canceled. We went ahead and loaded the horses, hit the highway, and it just continued to rain harder and harder on our way into the Methodist church, where we were unloading them and harnessing them and then driving them onto the parade.
Parade's canceled. As you can see, it's pouring down. But we're going to do something. It's not going to rain all day. We're going to let Farmington see these horses sometime, today, tomorrow, whenever it quits raining. So stay tuned, and we'll find out what we're going to do.
You know, at that time, things were not looking very good for an exhibition. But, you know, after a storm, there's usually a rainbow. And we're going to see if we can find one.
You call Janet and tell her that, you know, I'm trying to help get unloaded here and everything. But that's our only option is tomorrow. I think what we're going to do is forget about Saturday. There is no way in the world that we can hook today, but I think we'll probably go into the Methodist church and put on a little performance for the Blue Ribbon folks, the fans, tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
We're going to do a deal Sunday afternoon in town here at Farmington, just for the local people, and just hook the mares. Let them see what we really do and what Karen and Albert has. Just to let people know that, hey, there's a guy in your town right here that has one of the best hitches in the country. And so I told him, I said, you know, it's no problem. I said, we don't have to be home. I said, we can just stay here, and just to do that for Albert and Karen, just help them, you know, enjoy it.
On Sunday morning, we were able to arrange an exposition through the help of Facebook and the local radio stations and the church, and just a lot of folks. A lot of people shared it on Facebook, and it was a glorious morning. The weather was beautiful. We got to the church parking lot and got the horses off, and people started to trickle in about an hour before we were to be there. And, you know, first thing you know, every time you look up, there'd be another big group of people coming. And just before 1 o'clock, there turned out to be a real nice crowd. There were folks there of all ages, little kids up to grandparents and great-grandparents, people that remember farming with the horses. They just couldn't wait to get up close to them and see them and pet them and touch them. And of course, then we're very anxious to watch them do the demonstration. In order for us to get these horses around to the different shows and the places that we go to, we try to stay with Win Semi. It's a 53-foot box trailer that was converted to a horse trailer. There's 9 stalls in the front. They're adjustable for the different widths of the horses. And then behind a partition is about 20 feet of space, whereby the harness boxes all fit in, the wagon, the cart, and down in the bottom is where all the other equipment goes.
We did bring a couple young mares, 3-year-old mares. This actually would have been their first outing, just to get them out in the public. You can train and train at home, but there's nothing like getting them out in the public so they see a lot of other things before you go into the show ring.
You know, we have a lot of what I'll call Blue Ribbon Days fans that never get to see them. Oh, I wish we could see them. Oh, they are so wonderful. Could you just bring them home? So here we are. I was very proud of them, and the people that show them for us, Dean and Kelly, are the best. And they were willing to stay this extra day because of the rain out yesterday to do this. And we had a great turnout. All the people seemed to really enjoy them.
Seeing these horses is quite an experience. And my dad had Tennessee Walkers, and I thought they were big, but they don't compare to these. They're really beautiful, and they're so tame. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And look, and the harnesses, my gosh, the harness work on them, that takes a lot of time to get them all harnessed up, I'm sure.
You know, I really didn't, Albert and I have been friends for years, and I really didn't know much about draft horses or draft horse teams until he got involved, and they're just magnificent. When you think about all of the time and effort and resource and training and everything that it takes to, you know, put 6 of these things, they're a ton a piece, to, you know, get them all hitched together and have them all work together. It's just outstanding.
At 1 o'clock, everything was hitched up and ready to go. I was able to ride with Dean. I don't ride very often, but once in a while on a special occasion like this, I'll ride with him. It's certainly a tremendous rush. I wish everybody could be up on a wagon and have 6 horses in front of them, tromping around a parking lot, around an arena, around wherever they put on an exhibition or a demonstration. Just a terrific crowd showed up, pull up in front of them and stop for a minute. We had a very nice ovation or appreciation of them being there. It was just a fantastic day for bringing the mares home and presenting them to our local folks.
You know, I think it's wonderful that Albert brings his horses here. They're known nationally. It's one of the things in our community that we're very proud that we have a local that competes at that level. And to bring them here to our community during a festival that's very large, that takes place every year, I think it's just one way to extend the good work that he's done in the draft horse industry and then bring it back home whenever he comes to visit.
I think that they're really beautiful, and I'm just thankful that Dean can drive them, and I just think they're so pretty.
They're just beautiful, gentle animals, and Albert's just so generous and kind to do this for everybody that's a horse lover, which I am.
You know, for folks to come out here on a pretty Sunday afternoon and watch, I think they really do realize that Farmington's got something kind of special.
I fell in love with horses as a youngster. Dad had some horses that he used on the farm, and being around them all the time, I fell in love with them. Rode a lot as a young man, and then started driving horses as I got a little older. The Percherons have great dispositions. I absolutely love to be around them and enjoy showing them to folks at all the fairs and places that we go to. And every once in a while, I just enjoy bringing them home to Farmington and letting the Blue Ribbon fans here have a chance to see what they're like and get a feel for them.
I guess the thing that keeps me going is just the passion, and for anybody that actually gets into this industry, the passion will probably get to them because of just showing these horses and working with them and getting them to the best they can do is what keeps the drive going and makes you want to do it. And you just have the passion to do it, and that's all you want to do.
As long as my health holds up good and I'm going to have horses. I enjoy them too much. They've been a part of me forever, and I don't see that ever changing. So hopefully we'll be back next year with them.